So obviously this is a little bit of a different view, a lot more snow's dumped, right? The rivers and the water's all starting to freeze up finally. And it was too foggy to show the top of the mountains here, so I'm gonna stop right now and show you guys the top. If I can reach up, or I'll hold the tripod up anyway. And that is the top of what we were trying to show you. Now you can't see the bottom unless I climb up this plowed up berm. Let's see if I can climb this shit up here. There we go. Check that out. There we go. It's going to show you guys that on the way home. Maybe I'll stop and blast off some emails in a bit too. Still chilly. I didn't manage to stop at too many places on the way down south because so much snow was plowed up on the side of the highway, and all the turnoff roads that I could have parked on to get a view were blocked. And it's not too cool to park right on the side of those major highway systems this time of year, right? Mostly big rig traffic. But anyway, where am I now? I'm closing in on Lillooet, British Columbia. The highway's pretty lonely. The farther south you get, no traffic. It's kind of eerie, cold, lonely. Hopefully that wind isn't licking the camera too bad. It just started up. I'm on a logging road. And gonna make me a video here. Get some shares out. The emails keep flooding in, man. Keep flooding in on this topic, many other ones that I care about. I actually spent a lot of time digging for the truth when it comes to our communities and all of us and what's going on this crazy planet. I spent a lot of time talking to a lot of people doing the same. David Plattis and I, we talk to each other quite a bit, and very, very, very seldom talk about the Sasquatch topic like I've already shared with you all before. He's a very informed man. He cares about people, and he digs. And one thing we both agreed on last night was the fact that common sense is being systematically wiped from our communities. Just is. Very, very easy to prove. And I keep coming across many facts, unfortunate facts when it comes to what's going on today medically. And I try to share that with everybody to see if anybody actually cares. It is kind of bizarre for me to watch so many people just not caring. And whether or not, I don't care if you have had that needle or not, I don't care. What I do care about is why so few of you actually give a shit about the negative consequences that are happening to many people in society today. Whether it be health-wise, job-wise. Why? Why don't you care? Why aren't you asking questions? Why aren't you making it okay to ask questions? And why isn't it safe to discuss things back and forth with you and others? That's what I am very curious about. Why? I don't get it. You know, for me, I always like to tell everybody, suggest everybody to look at things from a different angle, right? Come at it from a different angle. You know, and as an example of that, I'm going to pretend that I'm Dr. Steve. My community, my province, my state, my country, all the people that I love are slowly dying off, rapidly dying off from an unknown virus. All right, let's just pretend that for a minute, okay? And I'm a doctor. Oh, Dr. Steve, come up with, I got a vaccine that's going to save everybody's ass. And I got to get as many of you as I can. Well, then a whole shit pile of people in my community are asking me questions about it. They want to know why their neighbor lost their babies, possibly. They want to know why their mother-in-law can't get up off the couch anymore, lost her ability to enjoy life after taking my vaccine. And I'm picturing being the person who cares about my community, loves my people, my countrymen and women. I'm trying to picture being that person, and that's why I went out of my way to create this vaccine, because we could. We did as fast as we could because we love all of you, and we want all of you to have the best life ever. And all of you are questioning me about my vaccine. Oh my God, my people. Okay, we got to have town hall meetings. I have to show you everything that we did. I have to show you everything that's in the vaccine. I have to show you why it's safe. I don't have to show you how it's wrong, actually, wrong information that's making you worried. I have to get you together and have to fully inform you guys. That's what I would think, how I think I would react to all of you if I was the super doctor that came up with the vaccine to save my community's asses. That's how I think I would probably react, be compassionate, concerning, caring, and informative, and patient, and fully inform and answer all your questions. Because I care about all of you, I love all of you, and I want to save your asses, and I want you to have awesome, fulfilled freaking lives. Right? I'm pretty sure that's how I would react. Or here's another possible way I would react when it came to my vaccine that I come up with for all of you who I care about. Now here's Dr. Steve reacting in another way when you question him about his vaccine. Who told you this? Doctor who? He's fired. He's now unemployed. Don't ever ask me questions or talk negatively about my vaccination ever again. Got it? He's fired now. He's been in practice for 25 years. He's fired. End of story. You, over there, you that's asking me questions, if you do not get my vaccination, you will be terminated from employment too. Understand? Got it? Don't ask me that again. How about you? You're now doxxed, unemployed. Well, we saw you're a first responder, and so are you, and so are you, and so are you, and so are you, and you're refusing to get the vaccination, you're now unemployed. Got it? You're unemployed. Anybody else? Anybody else want to ask me about my vaccination? Good. Take it and shut up. So, there's two options of how to react when I've come up or as somebody's come up with the super vaccination to save the people that they love, the community, the country. There's two different options on how to react when you're questioned about it, right? Which one do you think is going on today presently in society? Which reaction? Why is that? Why don't you care? Why doesn't that make you angry? Why doesn't that make you want to stand up and fight? That's what I'm curious about right now. I already know what's going on with these pricks. I want to know why the majority of you don't care. And you're scrolling through your phone, watching videos like this one, and you're not doing shit. I want to know why. Why is that? I don't care if you've been vaccinated or not. I really don't. It's your body, your choice. My body, my choice. That's not what I'm getting at. Today, I want to know why the majority of the people don't give a shit, don't care, won't do anything. Why not? Whether or not you had vaccination or not, why are you not standing up for and supporting the people who just want to ask some questions? That's all. They just want to ask some questions. They want to be fully informed and want to know the answers. Why do you not support them? Why are you not helping your neighbor get those questions answered? Why not? Why not? Maybe if you have it in you, you can have a civilized discussion in the comment section below. Maybe if you have it in you, maybe go to the bathroom for 1 second. Go find a mirror. Look in the mirror, look yourself in the face, and ask yourself why you don't care. Ask yourself why you're not looking into it. Ask yourself why you're not supporting your coworker, your family member, your friend, your childhood friend. Ask them why. Ask yourself why you're not supporting them and gaining knowledge when it comes to what's going on medically today. Why don't you care? Who taught you not to care? Who conditioned you to think it's okay to react by not reacting? That's what I want to know. I'm very, very curious. It's cold. Anyway, that's my subtle little message today before I get on with some shares from the people, because I want to make sure that people's voices are heard, every single one of them. That's what I'm about. Figured it out yet? Figured that out yet? This is pretty cold though. My ears are starting to burn off. I don't know if I can do this or not. Of course I can do this. Alright, listen to this. I don't think I read this. The title seems familiar. I don't know. We'll see. We signaled it in. Bad idea. Hi, Steve. Love your channel. Been debating on sending you some experiences. Some of my own. Some that happened to good, trustworthy friends. I'm certain that all these accounts are true and not embellished. One account that happened to a professional photographer in the high mountains around Golden, BC is really good. I've got to get permission. I'm helping to get a copy of the photo. It's nuts, man. My buddy showed it to me and he told me the story behind it because he knew I wouldn't ridicule him over it, as I've told my stories to basically everyone who wanted to tell them to. You show this video to your friend, all right? And make sure they know they're safe here and they can share whatever they want. I've never compromised the integrity of my word or anything to anyone ever. So in the past, when I related accounts of several strange events, I never received ridicule. The reaction I've got more often than not is more like, "You gotta be kidding me," nervously, LOL, or "What the F? I didn't want to know that." Something like that. Anywho, here's one for you and everyone else. This happened in Drumheller, Alberta, summer of 2004. I'm 24. My parents were away, and my friend Mike and I are walking back to my place after a house party. My parents' home is a nice place located on an acre of land right in town, but it borders 15 to 20 acres of densely wooded floodplain, then the Red Deer River out the back, and Michichi Creek right at the front door wraps all the way around the woods before emptying into the river. Well, since I gave the exact location of my parents' home, my name is Jordan Kashuba. So it's 2 or 3 a.m. Just arrived in the yard, and Mike notices a light flying around the bright full moon. Couldn't tell if it was closer to us or the moon or the size of it, as it may have appeared to be farther than it was as a result of forced perspective. But it was obviously good sized, and its movements were purposeful, intelligent, direct, and way too fast to be any type of craft that we here possess. So me, dummy that I am, I take my LED flashlight, point at this thing, and start blinking at it like Morse code or something. LOL. This was so dumb. And then all of a sudden, my whole yard is lit up like it's daylight. We hear and feel a deep vibrating frequency, and as quickly as it happened, it's over. At the exact same time, the light all around us disappeared. We hear the most terrifying howl/scream I've ever heard about 400 yards into the woods. It was dog-like with a human scream mix, but way too loud to be anything known to science. Mike said it sounded like 100 coyotes screaming in agony at the same time. I agreed, but have to add it came from one single source. We couldn't get into the house fast enough. I was terrified, and I'm not afraid of much, not even death in particular. I'll send you a few more things if you share this one, and like I said, I'll ask my friend for his photo too. People who appreciate it, I'm positive. For what it's worth, my personal theory goes something like this. The same thing that brings us aliens also brings us haunted houses and Bigfoot. A rumor isn't a rumor that doesn't die, and all these accounts and tales of high strangeness, it seems that they have a tendency to transcend borders, cultures, and generations. Take care, Steve. Thanks for what you're doing. Thanks for doing what you do, buddy. Thanks for doing what you do, buddy. Jordan, thanks for that, man. Appreciate it. And you make sure you let your friend know, see this video and other ones, and know that they are safe here, all right? Everybody's safe and respected here no matter what. Oh, it's freaking cold air. My eyeballs making water. I'm going to keep moving here, all right, man? Keep sending more to the people and share, all right? It's very, very important, especially today. It's important that every single human being's voice gets heard today, no matter what. What do we got here? Mark this one as red. Change hands, because this one's frozen. Hey Steve, first of all, thank you for your courage and being open to asking questions and taking curiosities. That's 98% of the population doesn't. What's up with that anyways? I don't fucking know. Pisses me off. We got one chance to seek the truth. Why be afraid and not ask all the questions and see where the evidence leads? I'm a 42-year-old fly fisherman living in Cheney, Washington, and I'm skeptical by nature. Until about 3 years ago, I would laugh at my dad's theories about Bigfoot. Something compelled me, however, to start watching your channel, and now I'm a believer. There's too much overlap and commonality between your viewers' stories to be coincidental. Before I get to the meat, this is one of the best communities out there. So stay strong, people, and let's work together, especially right now, with many or most of us losing our ability to think and choose clearly for ourselves on how to mitigate the global pandemic. I thought there was a global code that came after a critical time in history to prevent us from ever having to be human experiments. God help us. Has reason given way to madness across the world? Something's off, and I feel it and see it everywhere. Today I was about 10 miles up the Little River / North Fork confluence, north of Kingston, Idaho, off I-90. I was driving around 40 miles per hour and noticed a black object in a tree. At a quick glance, I instinctively stopped the ridgeline, backed up, and took these 2 photos. I was 150 yards roughly and didn't have binoculars, only the zoom on the 12 Pro, which isn't half bad. I honked and yelled to elicit any movement at all, but nothing. I waited only a couple minutes as I concluded it was inanimate, chalking it up to branches or moss or something that gave the appearance of a bear Bigfoot. You know how our perception works. I continued on and didn't think anything of it until I got home and the photos again and looked at the zoom much closely. It seems like it could be an outline of possibly an adult holding a young one. The texture is pretty striking. The odd thing is that when the branch bears no weight of a heavy object sitting on top of it, several foot out from the trunk, the branch is completely horizontal. I'm guessing this object is 100+ feet off the ground. Again, no noise or movement or smell detected. You decide. I took 2 photos with my phone. These are completely unaltered with no color correct. The second photo is zoomed in several times. Zoom the picture in close and see what you see. Am I crazy? Is there any way this could be a bear? Thank you for everything you do, Steve, and to all of us, we need to be courageous and unafraid to speak up. Let's ask questions and share our concerns regarding everything. We're in this together. We can't quit now. Steve, be well, and certainly feel free to use my name, and a quick plug for my own outdoor adventure YouTube channel is Fish and Fly with Gus. If anyone enjoys some upbeat and adventurous fly fishing content. Okay, man, I'm going to show the pictures, but you know what? All you got to do is go back there and take another photo, right? And let's see if that's going to work. Okay. Now the next one. Not zoomed in. You know, who knows what it is, obviously, right? It's another photo. We can't quite tell. A lot of people are going to say it's probably an owl. You never know. Who knows what it was? But there you go. I shared your photo as requested. And all you got to do is go back there and take another photo. I know I got a picture of one of these damn things back behind my place in the summertime. I'll post that up again later when I get home. I know I did. You can see his face, his head, everything. I mean, it's right above that damn bear. Really weird. Bet it obviously was about 9 or 10 feet tall. Whatever. What do we have here? One more. I'm going to get ripping. Steve, review these first. 4 attachments, 3 photos. 1 sound clip, which was much longer. All right, you know what? Sound clip, I'm going to have to download that on the program. I can't do that here. I don't want to waste this, so I will continue on with this once I get home. All right, this isn't being recorded with one of my phones, so I can't post it up. This will have to be posted up well after I get home and to get it onto the computer and the edit program, and at the same time I will be getting that stabilized version of the Sasquatch in broad daylight in the river that the ex-game warden / law officer sent to us. All right, here I go. Be safe out there, you guys.